Yo, chat, welcome back to the motherfucking. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Got a reading for y'all. Hold up. Let me do my thing right quick. I'm gonna do this right quick. The Aki way, nigga. I'm gonna get this reading done faster than a New York minute. For those of y'all who know, you know. Yo, a dog fight just broke out right. Oh my god. Why is the girl smiling? Why is one of the owners smiling, bruh? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. This shit is crazy. Hold up, bro. Hold up. That was crazy. A fucking dog fight just broke out. You said what? I, I see. Look, she right behind you. Yo, a dog fight. That I don't know what that symbolizes. Literally, it was a brown dog and a black dog. They were both like medium large. They just started fighting on the sidewalk, and it was a male owner and a female owner. I don't know why the woman was smiling, but she looked happy. They dead ass just fucking jumped on each other. Okay, they said do it again. Okay, I got you. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Okay, there we go. That should be enough. I'll shake it too much. They said. Man, we get the same rooms like damn near every time, bro. Okay, what do we have here? We have, is this Tyr? Tyr. So Tyr came out in the last reading. As you know, it is the Sky God. Tyr, justice, basically being a man of your word, standing 10 toes down, someone that is just. As you have justice, is when you get justice, someone is put on ice, their actions are frozen, and you get what is just, you get what is right to you, you get awarded or afforded whatever compensation or whatever prize, award, whatever is right to you. With Tyr, you also have to look at it from the perspective of not just justice, but also like emotionally, you are in a. I'm sorry. Emotionally, you are in a space where you feel validated, not out of ego, not out of cockiness, but you have a safe measure. So it's like you have gotten what's just, regardless of if it feels like it or not. You are getting what's just to you right now, and your emotions are starting to reflect this like very calm inner state of like you are seeing the world through a different lens. Some of you guys, some of you chosen, some of you disagreeables even, you kind of go around collecting different lenses and you think this is like the way that's going to solve the puzzle of life. The only purpose we come into existence while you're on this planet, I mean, yes, you have a mission, yes, you're a Starsy, whatever, but you came into existence to enjoy, for the enjoyment of life. That is that simple? Is that it? Is that simple? Everything else is everything else. So with Tyr, it's like you are even starting to see negativity and disagreeables from a higher perspective, as in this is a cosmic function. Everything that happens for us and not to us, so we can accrue wisdom and power. Even when things happen that seem like they're not in our favor, they're still working in our favor because things could always be worse. Shit could always be a lot worse, and somehow you are still safe. You are still functioning. You still have your job or your business. Things are still afloat. So yes, some fucked up things may have happened and they did, but you still are standing on both feet, 10 toes down, and no one can shake your boat. You've reached this like steady energy. And Tyr is also a warrior for you guys that don't know. He's also associated with the sky. I believe the east, more specifically, or the west. I'm not sure. But some of you guys may be looking at the sky a lot lately and you're starting to see things in the clouds or you're just starting to see things in the air, different sprites, spirits. You're seeing like mist. You're seeing all sorts of things, right? There's a guy just staring, which is weird. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think he's looking at me necessarily. But that dog fight was fucking crazy. We have Uruz again, and now I'm not gonna give you the perspective like, oh, sexual vitality. This is in this reading. This means this is confidence. Like I said in the last rune I just picked up, you are very confident and you have earned it. Aruz is also a warrior rune, so you have two warriors in the first few seconds of the reading, the first few minutes of the reading. Um, you have gone through real pain and hurt. A lot of people have unearned confidence and they like to fluff their head up and they act like, oh, I'm so tough, or I've been through this, or a lot of people just lie about shit. Some people are like, oh, like when I was a little kid, me and my dad went hunting and he got attacked by a bear and I shot it in the head and I saved him. Like, no, the fuck you didn't. That never happened, Jimmy, Timmy, Billy. That never fucking happened. You did not shoot a bear in the back of the head and save your dad. You did not even go hunting because you were scared. But collective, you actually, some of y'all have been hunting. You have gone hunting. You know your way around weapons. Um, you know how to do these things. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I just had a little text there. But yeah, a lot of you guys, this is not even pinging as like usually when this room comes out, it's saying like you have good health, your sexual organs are healed, whatever. This is pure confidence. This is like you have worked hard to be who you are. You have put in the work and you have met yourself at a very deep level that a lot of humans in this time have just not been to. A lot of people have not gone that deep within themselves. And when you meet people, you are able to become their best friend instantly because you get them. You understand who they are, and they are not able to meet you there because they have not yet done that work. So it's not that you're alone. It's not that no one's made for you. It's just that you are a very big fish in a very small pond. And for some of you, it's time to relocate, whether that be spiritually, mentally, physically, moving to another house, another city, another country. But also, you have horns, and this is something that is usually demonized a lot, but horns are a symbol of power. They are sometimes seen as a symbol of status, not just devil horns, but like bull horns. Think of all the animals in nature that have horns, and guess what? They are strong, they are proud, they are mighty. They are called Moors and Rangers. Um, we have this is not what is this Pertho? So again, this is the gambling cup. Some of you, so usually when this comes out, this is saying someone took a gamble on you, but this is some of you. You are the one taking the gamble. Um, it's kind of like, how do I say it? You've been doing certain things for a certain way so long, and you've been getting the same results. It's not insanity. You just have not been afforded another way, and now that the energy's cleared up, you have a little bit more free time, or maybe even if your schedule is still kind of chaotic, you have more energy to get more things done, which I was saying in the previous reading. You will be given the energy to complete the things that you want to finish, your project, your unfinished project, stuff like that. So it's like you are taking a gamble during this time, and it's gonna pay off. It's gonna work. You are being backed by the divine 100%. Amen. Ray or Amen Ra Amun is saying you'll be successful in your endeavors. Just put one foot in front of the other and walk. For some of you guys, this is like a first time endeavor, but for a lot of you, you have been in business for a long time. You have had your skills. You've been doing readings. You've been selling crafts and whatever. You've been doing these things, but now it's like it's time for you to really put that foot forward that you've been leading with and like step on it. Like stand 10 toes down on the shit you've been talking. Like really show the world what you're made of. Show people what you can do. A lot of times it seems like you don't have opportunities or people just aren't willing to work with you, but it's like they don't know you that well. And yes, you have great energy. Yes, you're a good person. Yes, you change the weather in the room and you make everyone happy. But sometimes people are more comfortable with the devil they do know than the devil they don't. And at this time, a lot of people are just starting to realize that you actually are an angel. A lot of people have been aware of these things. They're like, oh, like, and yes, people, just how we divinate and we have different ways to see the future or to divine. You have ESP, you have chronokinesis, whatever the fuck, whatever time abilities you guys have. Um, people just were unaware, or there was like a blinder on their eye. They were like, nah, they can't. They were like, nah, I don't. I see them every day. I don't see any wings. I don't see anything special about him. That's just Bill. You know, he comes to work. He talks about sports. I guess he has a girlfriend. You know, he lives down the street. I mean, they're like there's no way this guy's an angel. There's no way this girl's an angel. They're like they don't see it. They don't see it. And now because you're taking this gamble, because you're choosing yourself in this time, because you love yourself, and because you are confident, you are glowing. You have like a bright. Some of y'all have rainbow auras. I'm not talking about rainbow children, but yes, there are some of you in here. Hi. Anyway, you guys are literally glowing like with a golden aura. You have some of you guys are more silver, and you need to transmute that into gold immediately. You will see a difference in it. It will help you feel better. But yeah, a lot of you guys, it's like, why is this guy just chilling? I think he's staring at me. I keep looking over there because he's fucking weird. It's like he's trying to get my eyes over there. I guess he's trying to distract me from doing a reading. And then there's just a lady standing in the street that looks like a zombie. Is she on her phone? It doesn't matter. There's just some sus activity going on. It's not bothering me at all. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you guys are taking a gamble and you are finally choosing to put yourself first. You have helped a lot of people this year, this lifetime, this life form really. And now you're saying, you know what, I know what it's like to stake everything on other people. I'm willing to invest. You are literally just investing in yourself. This is why you're getting the glow up for a lot of you guys. This is why you're getting the glow up because you are investing in yourself. You have put every resource, every energy, every bit of empathy. You have stayed up late night. You have missed work. Some of y'all, you have been sick because of how much you have been helping others physically, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, exhausting yourself, getting probably usually nothing in return. Not that you expect it, but people, they don't know how to treat angels. You are an exotic being. People get in their head about you. They don't know how to treat you sometimes. People sometimes dead ass, they have never met anyone like you. You are the first of your kind they have met a lot of times. You are a lot of times the first point of contact of the divine for people, especially atheists, and they are seeing you take this gamble and they're like, people want to jump on board with you. So you will be having people join you. You just need to be careful that the people you let around you are not just there to use you or drain or, have basically just make sure they're not disagreeable. And even if they are agreeable, make sure their intentions are straight because you don't want to bring too many people with you. Like what's his name, MC Hammer. You don't want to bring the whole city with you and then go broke, and then now you're back to square one. And guess what? Those people are gone because you no longer have shit that they want. So we have fire and water. What is this? Degas? No, this is not Degas. Hold on. Oh, we have Ingles. Oh, we have some good rooms here. But yes, this is Degas or light after the dark. Um, this is a light coming through the darkness for a lot of you guys, but a lot of you guys have been doing very deep shadow work and submersing yourself in darkness. You are not concerned about evil or disagreeableness or karma or any wrongdoings because you kind of have this shield around you. It's not obliviousness, but it's like you have reached a point in your journey where you no longer are stuck in the duality trap. You can be the most spiritual person alive. You can meditate every day and you can still have a very dualistic thinking, which is native to this planet. This is kind of why we come to the school. It's kind of known for that on Earth, Planet Key, Tiamat, whatever you want to call it. But as you can see, fire, water, the alchemical symbols for fire and water. That's how I take it anyway. These two triangles, that's what it means. Look it up. It also looks like an hourglass, so you could say there's sand falling on one end to the other. You could see this as time since day and night are cycles. They weren't on, or at least humans use time for it. We call it time. It, may be something completely different. We call it time. We call it day and night, sun and moon. You have completed many cycles to where you naturally are in synchronicity with the cycles of nature, of the cosmos, of the divine, and just the people around you. It's more than the spidey. This is deeper than the spidey sense. Like spidey sense is cool as fuck. It saves Peter Parker's life. It saves all the Spider-Mans across the multiverse, especially Miles Morales. Shout out to him, first Black Spider-Man. It saves his life, right? But you have a intuition that is deeper than the spidey sense. It's like you feel the vibration before anyone says anything. As soon as someone is having a chemical reaction in their body, you feel the shift and you adjust yourself accordingly. So it does not matter at this time if you are surrounded by disagreeables. That does not mean do disagreeable things with them or in general. It just means that you have literally a buffer, a shield. Some of you have a circle of light around you by Archangel Michael, the Melchizedek, and some of you have been personally blessed by Malachi, Zodok, Kabina, York Il, the master teacher, the last Melchizedek, as we say. Some of you guys know Thomas personally too, and that's a whole nother story. But for you guys, it's like you have passed your alchemy test. You have transmuted so much dense energy in and out of your total auric field, and I'll speak more about that later. You have your aura is like, how do I explain this? The way your aura is set up, it's like a human lie detector. It's like a anything that comes into your field, it has to pass through checks first. People can't just walk up to you and say bullshit. People can't just offer you nonsense. At this time, people are being very respectful to you. You are an alchemist. You have passed your test. You know what you're doing. You are very intentional at this time, taking deliberate steps. Even if you're moving piece by piece, 1 foot at a time, you have motion. You have weight and direction, both dot and key. You have both Bastet and Sekhmet at your side. You have both the goddesses on your side right now, and you are, how do I say that? I can see it, but they're not giving me like a, they said don't worry about it. Okay. I'll move on to the next one. So we have Ingles here. This one has not come out in a while, but you can see this as sort of restriction. Now if you turn it side by side, it's two X's. And if you turn it like this, it looks like a diamond, or what's it called? Like kind of like a bolo tie. Um, Basically, Ingles is just saying like you need to show a little bit of restraint. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just you are bubbling with so much energy. Even if you've been tired, that's because you're getting massive downloads in your auric field and your body, your etheric body. Your chakras are upgrading. Your brain, you may have a new brain at this point. Shout out to Malachi for that. Some of you guys are like your organs made. Some of you guys, you are getting like massive downloads. You're getting massive insights. You're getting major upgrades. So you're tired, but you have such a dense energy. You are like a little black hole. Not that you're sucking everything in, but that's how dense your energy is at this time. You might feel light, but your aura is heavy. When other people approach you, they feel like they're being hit in the face with a brick sometimes. That's how dense your energy field can be. And this is why people are not fucking around with you, because they might not know what you are, who you are, but they know that that feeling is not something that they want to fuck around and find out about. So it is saying you may be trying to force things at this time. You may want things to move a little bit faster. I encourage you heavily to go with the flow. And I don't just mean, oh, like I'm just going off good vibes and I just want to vibe and go with the flow. I mean, listen to your body, listen to your environment, listen to nature, listen to God, listen to the cycles, listen to the weather. If something feels off, it's off. You don't have to have a rational explanation of why, but for some reason it's pinging as this, so you need to listen to that and say, hey, maybe I should get the fuck out the spot, right? If it's not working for you, it's just not working for you. If something feels off, get the fuck out the spot, get out the area, block, remove, report, move on. Trust your intuition at this time, which is very strong, but sometimes you get in your head because you're right all the time, and some of you guys are falling in that trap where you're like, I'm tired of being right all the time. And when you do that, you start to go down the path of where you purposely make the wrong mistakes so that you can prove yourself right. And yes, it's a silly ego where like your higher self will do it to you. Your higher self will also activate something called a trapdoor. Shout out to Rod Hayes, he talked about this. Your higher self will say you're having a good day. Your higher self will, on purpose, because he thinks it's funny, she thinks it's funny, they will push open the trap door of all the negative, toxic shit in your psyche that's unhealed. They will open the wound up just to fuck with you to get a reaction. And yes, it's the higher self. Why does it do it? Is it evil? Not necessarily, but if you're not going to move through it, the higher self is not concerned about time constraints or your job. It's, we have this shit that needs to get cleaned up. Do it now, or it's going to keep coming back. And they're going to keep fucking with you. So some of you guys just need to do some emotional cleansing. You need to do some spiritual baths. You need to get some Epsom salt. For y'all who know how to do a cleanse, do a cleanse. But for you who don't, just get black walnut, like shredded black walnut, mugwort, and you can even use black salt. Boil it in a pot. Stir it 21 times. Say your intention. Stir it counterclockwise 21 times. Say your intention is over it while you stir it. Let it cool off. And then go in the shower and pour it over your head. And that will strip away all parasites, all negativity, all attachments, all entities, all that shit. It gets rid of everything. You will feel like you have just been baptized when you do it. It's a very beautiful feeling, and yes, it will stain. So make sure you're. It's best if you do it in shorts or just unclothed. Um, it can stain your bathtub too, so be careful about that. But no, you need to show some restraint and not force things at this time. We have Jera. So usually Jera means 1 year, but Jera is associated with the harvest. You also see these triangles pointing east and west. You can see this as direction. So Sekhmet is weight, but Da, darkness, is weight. But light, Bastet, is direction. So you could also see this as a compass or as a kind of as your almanac. Some of you guys have a built-in almanac. You know when to go outside. You know when to talk to people. You know when to be quiet. You know when to drive, when not to drive. You know when to go outside. You know when to stay indoors. Even if everyone on your block is like, hey man, let's go outside today, and something is like, stay inside, you follow it, and guess what? A fucking freak accident happens. A fucking septic tank falls off a truck and splashes everybody with shit. You're the only one clean, right? And you also are clean. This is another thing with the Earth Angels. People have been trying to dig up dirt on you, and they're coming up empty-handed. And someone is like, someone. This is because either you showed someone your record, or you had a job, and they looked at your record and they said, "How does this motherfucker not have a record?" I've been through this myself. I have a clean record. There's not even a single arrest on there, and some people think I have falsified my documents, but they don't get the documents from me. They get them directly from the government in the state when they do background checks. So I mean, somebody's just in disbelief that you're a good person. They're like, they are just unhealed. They're damaged. They think everyone's a piece of shit because they're a piece of shit. They didn't used to be that way, but they let their heart turn dark and cold and corrupt, and they see the world a certain way. And then you come in, breath of fresh air, clean energy. You don't start shit. You're not dramatic. You don't talk shit. You don't gossip. You mind your business. You keep your head down. You do your job right. You listen. You follow orders. Someone is like, you're fucking fake. They think you're faking it. A lot of people think you're fake, not because what you're doing is wrong. Just they in their hearts cannot fathom that someone in this world, in this fucked up world at this time, is actually an angel. They think everyone is fallen. Someone has literally been living a lie, and they said, someone told me, I'm not gonna expose it, but they said there is no truth, and that pissed me off because I'm like, what has happened to you to make you feel that way? Like, I know sometimes when you're chasing things you want, you don't get what you want. Things don't always work the way we want as humans, even as angels. Things don't always work the way we want. Sometimes we follow the divine to a T, and the divine is still like, that's not what I asked. Sometimes we mess up, but there are some people who have closed off their heart and become disagreeable because the truth they sought was not what they wanted. So now they cannot accept the truth. So now they think everything's a lie, and they live in this kind of pseudo reality of, oh, like, it's a fallen world. I can do what I want. It's the end times anyway. It doesn't matter if I steal a little bit. It doesn't matter if I kill it. It doesn't matter if I assault a. There are some horrible people around you, and they do these things simply because they're bored. They have given up on truth. They have given up on their light. They have given up on their path. They are just satisfying their flesh, and you need to be wary of these people. These are the ones that will try to mess up your directions, and they will steal your harvest if you allow them to. So Jera is usually just saying 1 year is saying you need to plant the seed and wait. Um, Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of elbow grease and a consistency and dedication, and you will see things take off in no time. I've worked with people before, and a small team, just three of us, and then we grew to 300 in a year, and then we grew to 30,000, and then we grew to like 50,000 in a few years. So it's like, and this was an online clothing store I used to run, XV3. Those of you who know about that, shout out y'all. That was a really cool era. Shout out to J Max, even Geo. Fuck you, but shout to Geo. Shout to Jada. Shout to what's her name? Shout to Lee. Shout to Lay. Shout to Max's cousin. He my boy. Shout to all y'all. But that was a whole different era. Anyway, this thing may take a year. It may take a year from now for you to really see the full harvest of what you want. But if you stay consistent at it, you will, without a doubt, get your reward. Last of all, y'all, excuse me, I'm gonna assume. No, I won't assume. Let me just be correct. There are two runes that look like this. One is Fehu and one is the Ansus. Um, this is, I believe this is Fehu, which is, material possessions. These are the things you work for, the things money can buy. This is also seen as cattle, or sheep. Um, the domestic animals are the very first form of currency that was ever exchanged on this planet. Before there was money, before there was copper, before humans discovered, minerals and irons, and that you could print paper money out of, cotton and wood, and we were exchanging cattle, sheep, goats, duck, goose, geese, whatever, eggs, milk, wheat. We were doing stuff like that. So these are things that you are putting in effort, blood, sweat, tears for. You have reached this level where everything you do just kind of works your way, like, and it's that way anyway because you're an earth angel. Things just kind of, you have a way of walking to an environment, and things just kind of align for you, right? And things align for other people. But the things that you're working for, now again, only take it if it resonates. Just because I say it in one continuous breath does not mean that this applies to everyone in this reading. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it does not. Do not make everything fit about you just because your ego wants to feel like you're special, or, oh, like he's talking about. No, just only if it applies to you. Some of y'all are working for things that ultimately are not on your path. They're not your purpose in life. It's not why God brought you into existence. So you are meeting a lot of pushback, a lot of barriers. You feel like nothing is working. You need to figure out, why did your God create you? Whoever your God is, whoever your creator is, it does not have to be the same as mine. That's okay. We come from different cultures, different time periods, different origins in the cosmos. That is okay. We were not all put here to worship the same sky daddy, Christianity. We were not all put here to be Christian. We were not all put here to be Catholic or Muslim. It's okay if you have different God or gods. If you are polytheistic, that is also fine. You need to figure out who your creator is, who is the God of your ancestral lineage, of your bloodline, the most dominant one, and then trace it through the weaker ones. And you need to ask them, or ask a reader you trust with this information, why were why was I created? Why were you created? Why did God make you specifically? What purpose, skill, trade, gift did he want you to embody? And then you need to start doing research. And if it costs money, keep your job, save up, and then go invest in that and go do it on the physical, not just spiritual. Go to the library, find books related to that field, read, study, do all these things, and I promise you, you will start to see a much different outlook on life, as well as different results. Because for a lot of us, financial freedom is the goal. We don't care about being billionaires. We don't care about driving the latest car. We just want to be comfortable. But for a lot of Americans, we are living paycheck to fucking paycheck, working dead end fucking jobs with shitty people, shitty coworkers, shitty bosses, and we are fucking sick of it. And honestly, the thing that you can do to help yourself get ahead is find out your fucking purpose and make a move on it, because that will free up so much fucking space. You will no longer have to work these shitty jobs. You won't have to clock in and see James, who talks shit and fucks everyone and is trying to fuck you too. You won't have to see your shitty boss that you fucking hate because they're fake as hell and they fuck with your hours, or they're fucking with your money, or, oh, they're making your job miserable. You will not have to deal with the shit. Find your purpose, stick to it. And what do I mean purpose? Why did God create you? Why did your God create you? Out of all the billions of souls on this planet, and then the trillions of souls in this cosmos throughout the 19 galaxies, why were you made? Figure out the origin of your existence and of your God, and follow that trail as deep as you can fucking go. Go down that route. All rabbit holes are not good to go down, but you need to go down the rabbit hole of, why was I created? Who is my God? Where did they come from? Who created them? If you can find out the answer, you may not be able to find that. Even with Anu, we do not know the name of Nune, and we call it that because that is just a state of being, but we do not know who created the four celestial emperors, I call them, the four heavenly hosts right now, who oversee the 19 galaxies on this side anyway. We do not know who created them. Someone may have that information, someone may be able to access that, but all we know, all I know is that everything came from the primordial womb. At a certain time, the divine said, I want to see myself from another perspective, and then you had a split. And that's when your archons and shit were created, Yaldabaoth and them, and they made a false reality and trapped the mind, the consciousness of humans in it. And that is why we are in this 3D, or now the 4D matrix, And this is why things are happening. This universe, well, not universe, this galaxy 18 is also disagreeable. So no, you're not crazy. You're not the only good person. There's just not that many people who are at your frequency. There's not that many people who are on the same mission as you on this planet. They say only 144,000 are chosen. There might be a lot less than that. You know, the body of Christ is a small body. It's huge in spirit, but just like the mustard seed, it starts tiny and it grows into something massive. You are not alone, my friend, but you need to find your purpose and work towards it, even if you can't afford it right now. A lot of you guys do know your purpose, though, and you are working towards it. Keep saving money and do what you can. If you can only do it like once a year, still do it. It will be worth your time. Um, that is all I have for you guys today. Tabu Top for joining in. Thank you. Hadusa Shook, Divine Love, and Wadu. Farewell, y'all. Peace.